Hi, I'm Gail Breslow. I'm the director of the Clubhouse network. Well, I'm still the director of the Clubhouse network.
Sorry, I opened the wrong. I opened the PDF.
All right. Well, while we tweak that, we're based at the Museum of Science, which is just down the road about a mile. And we were established 23 years ago by the Museum of Science in collaboration with the MIT Media Lab, the building we're in now. In particular, Mitchell Resnick and Natalie Rusk, who are with the Lifelong Kindergarten Group, which I think says a lot about the philosophy behind the Clubhouse. And we're essentially practitioners of the learning principles that we've been talking about this morning already. Our learning model was established 23 years ago when we first started, and though technology, of course, has changed tremendously in those 23 years, the learning model is essentially the same. So these four guiding principles, design principles, basically inform everything that we do at the Clubhouse. We're an after-school center for young people from underserved communities to explore their own ideas, develop skills, and build confidence in themselves through the use of technology. And the learning principles on which we're based are, first of all, learning by designing. So the notion that young people and probably people of all ages do their best learning when they're experimenting, exploring, designing, building themselves, as opposed to, I always hate to say this, but listening to someone standing up in a room in front of them. But that typically is the best learning when you are deeply engaged in your own activities. Following your own interests. So we really invite young people when they come through the doors of a Clubhouse to tap into whatever they're passionate about and express what that passion is through technology. So if you were to walk through the door with a skateboard under your arm or wearing a skater shirt, it might cue me in that perhaps you were passionate about skateboarding. And there are all kinds of things that you could do at a Clubhouse to express that love of skateboarding. You could use Adobe Illustrator to design decals and print them out on a vinyl cutter and paste them on your skateboard. You could design your dream skateboard park using SketchUp. You could make an animation of a skateboard artist having an experience or an adventure over the course of the day. You could use the green screen and use Adobe After Effects to create some tricks that hopefully you wouldn't try at home, but you might be able to manage some flips and the like with the benefits of a green screen technique. You could go in a music studio that most of our clubhouses have and write an ode to skateboarding and then make a music video about it. You could trick out your skateboard with LED lights and sensors so the skateboard blinks faster and faster the faster you go. And I could just go on and on and on. So that the point is, it doesn't matter what interest you bring, you can find a way to express it in a playful way through technology. Our third design principle is around building a sense of community. So in a Clubhouse, we don't refer to the youth who participate as students. Everyone really is a learner, and it's a very non-hierarchical kind of place that fosters collaboration and a sense of community a lot through design. We were talking earlier about the importance of design. Design is key in the way a Clubhouse is set up to invite people to collaborate and work together and learn from each other and spark ideas in one another. And finally, fostering respect and trust. So if we want to encourage young people to take risks and to have those failures that they celebrate and learn from and embrace, we have to have an environment where people feel safe, not only physically safe, but also creatively safe to take risks. Over the 23 years since the Clubhouse was first founded here in Boston, it has proliferated out around the world so that we're now in 19 countries and nearly 100 locations. And we work with local partners in each of those locations, ideally people from the communities in which we sit, for the variety of reasons that were described earlier as being so important in to local culture, language, and experience. The impact on the young people who participate in the Clubhouse has been tremendous. We had the opportunity to do an alumni survey on the occasion of our 20-year anniversary a few years back. And I think the finding that I was most proud of was this one, that 97% of the alumni told us that the Clubhouse had been the single most important thing for them in their lives for setting high goals and standards for themselves. So we don't, thank you. This is not about dumbing down to kids or setting low expectations, about setting high expectations that young people then rise to the occasion to meet. 93% of Clubhouse members plan to continue their education beyond high school. We're working largely in low-income, underserved communities where the dropout rate can be as high as 50% among young people of color. And to see that kind of graduation rate and expectation around continuing education also, I think, speaks to kind of the work that's taking place in these clubhouses. And finally, 82% of our alumni said that they're using the tools and techniques and technologies that they learned at the Clubhouse professionally and or personally. And they're certainly using the learning skills or the life skills that they've gained universally. I think what's actually even more impactful than these statistics is to hear directly from young people themselves who have been affected by the Clubhouse. And so I have a brief video which shows Clubhouse in action and two of our alumni talking about their experience there. I do have this video. Nope, it's no, it's forward.
Sorry.
Ah, there it is.
Feeling hard as ever, just like a milk bone. Already know when I stick with it like a chromosome.
You have all these dreams and you have all these things that you want to do, but when you look around the community and it's kind of like a barren wasteland of danger and trouble, you kind of do lose hope. So I think when the Computer Clubhouse came along in my life, it was perfect because it showed me that there is actually a place where I can go to learn skills. It's free. There's actually a culture of people who are putting things into at-risk communities for people to be able to have those chances.
The high school that I went to, only 50% of us graduated. And so I could have easily just dropped out as well. I had a lot of family members that passed away. My parents had gotten a divorce. And so it was just me and my younger sister a lot of the times. If I didn't go to the Clubhouse, I have no clue what I would be doing right now.
You put together your first computer up here?
Yeah.
How did that work out?
I fried it.
Fried it. Yeah. You got better the second time, right?
Yeah, I got better the second time.
And it was like midway 6th grade when I started coming to the Clubhouse. This is basically where I grew up. It made me a better person.
You start learning skills that you thought were once impossible. You start getting people to believe in an idea that you barely believed in yourself.
When I was applying to college, I remember, confiding in Freedom, telling him, I don't know if I should just go get a job and just help out the family. I just felt like I was betraying them by going off to college. And he's like, it might seem that you're betraying him right now, but when you come back and they see that you have a degree, that you're getting a good amount of money, and that you can sustain yourself, that's what's gonna make them proud. And that's what motivated me to keep going.
Once I got to the University of Washington, one of the challenges that I did have was being either the only woman or the only woman of color in a lot of my classes. And what really got me through it was knowing that I had other kids watching me. They would look and say, if Jaleesa can do it, I can do it too. Now I'm actually the coordinator at the Tacoma Clubhouse, and I'm able to change lives of the youth that come in there every day, and I love it.
There is a chance to do something in life that you want to do. That passion that you have, you can actually do something with it.
I actually do want to start another clubhouse and empower youth through technology and allow them to discover their own voice.
So I'm out of time, but we're going to be doing a workshop this afternoon. So if you're interested in learning more about the Clubhouse and the work that we do, some of our young people are actually going to be leading the workshop. So please, shameless plug, join us at 2:30 for, I think it's called Lights, Paper, Action. Thank you.